Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Jamie and I have told you guys we're in San Diego and we've gone to the gas lamp district a couple times. And last night we went to a rooftop bar where you could see Petco Park from the top. It was pretty cool,
Okay,
right?
that is cool.
We get news links this morning. An hour after we left, there was a shooting. Two big groups got in a big old fight. One shot another guy, and he's not alive. He killed him and jumped into a car and took off.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So when Kayshawn was driving me back to the hotel, we heard a bunch of ambulance and a lot of EMTs and emergency crews, and now we know why.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We just missed it.
Come home now. I'm worried about you.
Yeah. And last night was the only night that we weren't walking around because Jamie and I were Ubering to like a location and then we'd walk the blocks. Yeah. But Kayshawn doesn't drink. Remember, he drank your NA-IPA.
Yeah.
So he was driving us around. So good thing we weren't out walking around.
Did you know I walked about 15 miles this weekend and I jogged a mile?
You ran?
Right? I had that same reaction when I was done. I
ran. You what? Ew, why? Was somebody chasing you?
No. I know, right? But that's how I kept myself going. When I started to feel like things were like starting to give way on me, I'm like, okay, who's behind me? Make up a character in my life right now that I don't want behind me and then act like they're chasing me. So that got me through like the last couple of stretches. But on the Virginia corridor, you know, they put in that exercise equipment. They put in like a pull-up bar and they put in some other stuff. And I haven't done a pull-up in a couple of years. And so I ran by the pull-up bar. I walked by, I'm like, I wonder if I can do a pull-up. So I jumped up there and I rattled off like 3 pull-ups before my body was like, no, you can't do that anymore. And then when I got done, I'm like, I wonder if I can run a mile. I can't.
You couldn't continuously run the whole mile? I can't. I still can't.
It took me about 11 minutes.
I used to be able to.
Well, you trained for marathons. You used to be able to run like 13 miles. It was nothing for you. Like you rattled that off like that.
Sister can't do that now.
Yeah, no, I ran 1 mile. I stopped for about a quarter mile of it. My mile pace was like 11 minutes.
That's good.
So I don't know if 11 minutes is good or not. I think 11 minutes is all right, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Especially if you just started running again. So in the 7 o'clock, we were talking about vacationing solo because I'm vacationing. Yes. And I think and you're solo. I love it. And here's why. You get to do whatever you want. You get to eat whatever you want. You get to drink whatever you want. If you get lost, the only person mad at you is yourself. So when I went to Vegas and by myself, I went to like the Miracle Mile shops and I couldn't get out of there. It's like a circle. And I'm like, where's the exit? But, you know, there's another Fat Tuesday. Might as well get a drink and shop some more. And nobody's here to tell me what to do. I loved it. I went to hot dog places. Like I got to do whatever I wanted to do. And you can do that when you go vacation.
So do you think, though, that it's a little more different for women than it is for men to vacation solo? Only in so much as like when you went and you were shopping your Miracle Mile and you went and got a drink and all that, like I know you don't want to be hit on and you don't want to be talked to, but like if you're feeling like you don't want to be solo and you want someone to talk to, like you know that you can post up at a place and somebody will probably come up and strike up a conversation with you, right?
Yeah, but I strike up a conversation with anybody I want to as well. So and you're a talker.
I am when I feel like I'm a talker when I know there's nothing on the line. And I feel like if I was in Vegas or something like that, I would feel like I would constantly be having something on the line. Does that make sense?
But only if you want to talk to somebody. That was the other thing in Vegas is I was by myself, so I didn't have to talk to anybody if I didn't want to.
Okay. So you liked it. You enjoyed vacationing by yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Jamie, do you have any tips on vacationing solo?
Is she camera ready?
Are you camera ready? Yeah, you need to be, right? Huh? You can come see.
Should we send her a StreamYard? Let's send her a StreamYard on her phone.
Hold on. She's brushing her teeth.
Oh, okay.
She'll jump over here in a minute. She was like, hold on. And that looked bad. But she's brushing her teeth.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
I liked it. But I've said it before and people know I plan my vacations through food most of the time. And it's hard to find somebody with your same taste, but do you have any tips on vacationing solo?
Well, I've never actually like vacationed solo, but
hey, girl,
I've been
hey.
Hey, good morning. I haven't been on vacation alone, but I have gone on like work conferences by myself where I've had to stay a few nights. And I think it's cool because you can meet anybody you want. You can walk up to someone, oh, they look interesting, and then talk to a bunch of people, and then be like, I think I'm going to ask this person if they want to go hang out tonight or go to this place with me. And then
where do you plan though? And not to cut you off, but like, because I like doing all those things, right? Like when I went to San Francisco for that week, like most of that week was me just kind of doing things on my own and doing the touristy things. But I know San Francisco so well that it wasn't difficult to put that together because I got my spots. So like if I picked anywhere USA and I'm by myself and I'm there for like 3 nights, like how do you plan out 3 nights on your own when you're kind of a social creature? Like you were talking about the things, like do you just sit down and you look for the touristy things? You think to yourself,
you be a tourist.
I'm by myself, but those are touristy things, so I'm gonna go do those things.
You be a tourist. You ask questions. You get on Yelp and you be a tourist.
Now we search TikTok and then we go over to Yelp and confirm it or check it out. We between Yelp, TikTok, and Open Table, or Yelp for places.
What's Open
too.
Table?
To make the
reservations.
Okay. And then when I was on TikTok the other day and I saw these, excuse my language, I saw these 2 broads at the ocean having all of their stuff get pushed back into the ocean because it was high tide. Do you know anything about that?
Shut up. Yes.
That was us. My shoes were out.
That was you? I had no idea.
And we're terrible people because there was this one woman who thought a wave was not as big as it was, and it took her way out, and we're like trying not to laugh at her.
The lifeguards came out.
Oh, they got the lifeguard.
They were running,
and she was more embarrassed, and we're laughing because she's fine, and she was more embarrassed than anything. Like she didn't even want to look at the crowd.
If you are the reason that somebody has to slow-mo run with that weird foam thing and their shorts on, just on their way to save your life because you misjudged a wave, I'd be embarrassed too.
Karma got us because we got wiped out 4 times after that. So
I heard the people behind you were like keeping track.
Well, and yes, they were, and they were laughing. But of course, the first time Matt and I are like, we're looking back and forth because I'm like, do you see how many girls are wearing thongs out here? So we're checking out.
Yeah, thongs are a thing now.
We're looking sideways, and all of a sudden, psh.
Yeah, and we're not judging
the comeback, right?
Oh yeah, the women out here have the hottest butts, dude, and they're wearing and they're all. We saw, a lot. The majority was thongs. We saw more thongs than regular bathing suits.
I have a question for Jamie again. Okay. So the other day we were talking about swiping on the Tinders and the Bumbles. And Madden, remember when Jamie yelled out, you just swipe on every swipe, even if it looks out of your league, you swipe on it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In San Diego, do you still follow that same? Because like the way you're describing the beach, there's like legitimate reason to be like, no, you shouldn't swipe on that. Like you don't even have sort of a
swipe
chance.
on them all. Swipe on them all.
Yeah, she opened it up on Friday because I don't have those apps anymore. But she opened them up on Friday, and I was like, swipe on them. And I was like, you'll get to figure out who they are when you're talking to them. I was like, they don't know where you are or who you are. So now's just talk to all of them and then pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the guys here want to lock it in.
That's everywhere right now. Guys right now, normal dudes right now want to lock it in.
Yeah. Kayshawn was like, can I see you again? I'm like, and he's like, I just heard you say that you're going to be in Vegas next month. I'll come. I'm like, whoa, I was looking for a good time, Kayshawn.
Can I tell you why I think that is? I think the reason that guys are looking to lock it down right now, I think the one thing that the pandemic proved again and again and again is that you women don't need no man.
I said that. You're taking my words out of my mouth.
We're figuring out that women say really smart things and then we hijack them and act like that's our own because we don't have anything else. So women are figuring out that they don't need men anymore.
We own the power.
We have the power. And it's like the bigger bees we are, the more they're into it.
See, I'm having a hard time with that.
You say that, but all you do is date bitches.
Not successfully, clearly.
I love you though. Yay.
All right. So the Vacation Solo, do all the touristy things.
all the touristy things. Get on TikTok. That's what we did. And since we've been here, like our friends have been sending us TikToks. Go do this, go do that, and do it. Just, yeah, be a tourist. Ask the questions. Go to the places that there's a reason these are touristy spots. Everybody here is a tourist anyway.
You make a really good point. Okay.
So to look like a tourist, feel dumb looking like a tourist that's stupid. Everybody here is a tourist. Nobody who lives here is going to Liberty Station to the market to buy jewelry and clothes. Like those, I guarantee if we would have walked around and asked everybody in there, where are you from? Unless they worked there, they were not from here.
Okay. I got my stimmy money today, finally.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I really just kind of want to go away for a couple of days, and I just don't really know where. And I was afraid to do it solo, but the way you guys paint that picture, I'm kind of looking forward to it now.
Yeah, go to a spot you've always wanted to go to because it's just you. You're allowed. Choose a place that you've always wanted to go to. And when you get there, Yelp, TikTok, ask our listeners. They've been awesome. That's where we found a lot of places because people just telling us where to go on Instagram.
And I got a car that plugs in now. So like gas is nothing.
I had to stop for gas 2 times on the way up here.
And your tank is like an $85, $90 tank, huh?
Yeah, and I'm going to Oregon tomorrow.
So that'll be fun. Have you considered renting a car?
No, I want the top down. I want to go.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
All right. Go finish up in San Diego.
Bye.
Bye, guys.